Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, January 31st, 2022. Try not to get too caught up in trying to penetrate through to the core of everything today. Feel free to enjoy the simple pleasures that come for free. Let yourself be entertained by an ant walking across your kitchen counter. See things as art. See things as nature. Don't see things as pests or annoyances that shouldn't be there. Most of the time, the things that you shun are those that you can learn the most lessons from. Today might find you earning a few admirational brownie points, for all signs are that your imagination and charm are flying high and can well be put to good work. However, it is important to remember to curb the impulse to exaggerate or hide the downside of your suggestions. Be honest with your admirers. It will benefit you more in the long run. People around you could be a bit uptight today. The energy of the day might intensify people's moods. It's probably not the best time to ask your boss for a raise or lodge a complaint with your manager. Your co-workers could seem preoccupied and anxious. Wait for a better day to propose your brilliant marketing strategy. Save those thoughts on how to improve company morale, because today people might be less receptive. You could be feeling confused when it comes to decision making today. You like to have things figured out and to know which direction you are headed. But it might be hard right now to see your path. Try to be patient today and blow off some steam by hanging out with friends, seeing a movie, or distracting yourself with projects at home. You won't be able to figure out the meaning of life today. That will take more time. Those of you who have seen some of your loved ones go through difficult times lately will finally have the joy of seeing them regain balance, health, and a smile. The ease with which you will evolve in society and the happiness that you discover in your new friendships will make you a happy person. Do not be overly suspicious and think that friendship may one day turn into love for your greater joy. If it feels as if things are spinning out of control, you're right, but it's not all bad. You may actually start to like the constant motion once you get used to it. Expect big-time romance soon, too. The celestial energy has been inviting you to evaluate all your relationships recently, both professional and private. This phase of intense introspection is ending now, and you are able to draw some useful conclusions. One of them might be that you neglect yourself to take care of others. Dear Cancer, the time has come to begin putting yourself first for a change. Managing stress is vital to keeping healthy and happy. Let the essence of this day help you to find ways to reduce your tension levels and to enjoy yourself for a while. Knowing you, it's probably been some time since you've just left the work standing and went out with some friends for a while. Why not try this today? Laughter can bring so much relief to you if you can manage it. A few good jokes may get the ball rolling. You might strike up a new friendship today. Perhaps you will meet someone interesting at a social gathering. Pay attention to people who smile, make eye contact, and seek your acquaintance. You'll enjoy chatting with someone who has a positive attitude and a quick mind. You also might get to know a neighbor a little better. Be open to having conversations with some interesting new faces. You'll soon discover that you share common ground. 2 days after Venus turned direct in your relationship sector, the Moon, during its final hours here today, aligns with Mercury, while the planet of communication is still in retrograde motion. Mercury is still 4 days away from turning direct, and while your heart is ready to move on and every other planet here is looking to the future, the Moon taps into the chance that you still have to give your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. The Moon helps by making it easier to give your emotional responses a voice. After aligning with Venus and Mars, the planets of love and passion in your relationship sector yesterday, the Moon will align with Mercury, Juno, and Pluto here today. This displays the full breadth of just how many influences are in play on the relationship front, but with a lot more focus on Mercury's final days in retrograde motion and the chance this brings to give your emotional responses, relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Somewhere along the way, you've gotten knocked off balance. There could be a real problem with not having enough private time to yourself. Without time to relax and focus, you tend to get grumpy and irritable. You like to meditate and think about the day, and lately you haven't had much time to contemplate the events of your life. Today's energy is urging you to reorganize your life so that you have more quality time that inspires you. The moon trines Neptune around midday, so if you've been thinking of launching some sort of social media platform where you can express your views, share information, and show off your talents, today is the day to launch. Neptune rules cameras and film, so hit the public with your stories, compositions, comedy, or other gifts this afternoon. This is also a time and creative inspiration can flow freely. If you're still struggling, just start with the face in the mirror, because your reflection should reveal the focus you should take. You might also experience some unusual psychic sensitivity today, and if you have questions to ask your astrologer, this is the day to ask them. Much later tonight, you could experience a playful rivalry with someone. This can be a sensual experience with your partner or a healthy competition with a friend. This is a great time to take the lead if you haven't been inclined to before. Use all the fun-loving popularity that comes with the Moon-Mars sextile and then try to go to bed early. The final minutes of the day bring a difficult transit when the Moon opposes Pluto, stirring feelings of hopelessness, paranoia, or other tumultuous emotions. After midnight, the Cancer Moon sextiles Uranus in Taurus, helping us to heed our intuition. Under the Cancer Moon, we often sequester ourselves from the outside world in the name of self-care, but at this time, we modify our approach to this primal instinct. A boundary can easily become a wall, and our methods of defense can shut out those who could help us. Switching our behaviors up even slightly can facilitate better relationships and improve our access to resources. Those who know us best may be perplexed by actions we take today that seem to defy our long-standing habits. After noon, Mercury in Capricorn forms a trine to Uranus, a good influence for problem solving. Although we may denounce the idea that psychic sensitivities are influencing our decision-making, they play a role in shaping our perspective today. It could be that we are simply better at picking up nonverbal or environmental cues, but this heightened awareness causes us to see our surroundings with fresh eyes. Curiosity steers our choices and flashes of insight inform measured conclusions. This influence can also provoke chance meetings or serendipitous conversations, altering the predictable trajectory of our thoughts and subsequently our day. An unplanned errand might be the catalyst for a date with destiny. In the afternoon, not only are you ready for new beginnings, but you also now have the optimism to attract a highly positive outcome. With a happy frame of mind, you can look toward the future with hope in your heart. This is also a great time to focus if there's a book or subject you've long wanted to take up. Also, business deals are favored, but be sure you carefully examine the fine print in any contracts or agreements you're thinking of signing. A little preparation will take you a long way today.